Welcome back to SOULCALIBUR 6. In the last episode, we started Sóley's journey. We went to do some training. I couldn't decide on what weapon I wanted, so I found a new one again that I think I'm happier with. Let's go do more training time. When I went to see Master Jonah, he greeted me warmly. Today our practice would focus on attacks. Go! It is good to see you again. Master Jonah greeted me with a warm smile when I arrived at his dojo. To what do I owe the pleasure? Come to train, perhaps? If so, I applaud your dedication. Today I'd like to teach you about the many different attacks you can employ in battle. Okie dokie. I like attacks I can employ in battle. See, this is more like how I usually draw her weapon. While in a crouching guard, release A and press an attack button to perform a crouching attack. You can also perform a rising attack by releasing the direction pad and pressing the attack button as you stand. So that didn't count. That wasn't one either.
Not bad.
Oh. I got it now. Nope, I would keep... Crouch. Let go, press A. Or press X, rather. There we go. I'm not good at those, as it turns out. Dual button attacks. Press XY or YB to perform a dual button attack. XY performs a strong attack, while YB performs a special action. Though each effect differs from character, the theory...
Take this.
Got him. 8-way run moves. Pressing an attack button during an 8-way run, or after pressing a direction with blah twice, to perform a unique directional attack. I did it. Throwing. Throws are an effective technique against an opponent using standing guard. Press LT or back LT. I didn't read that full thing, but I did the stuff. This sword looks kind of like the Master Sword I just noticed. Break attacks are characterized by streaks of lightning and cannot be blocked with a reversal edge. Unblockable attacks are characterized by flames and cannot be blocked by your opponent. The former are marked on the move list with BA, the latter are marked with UA. That is all I know about attack types. Next, I'd like to teach you about the effects you can inflict on your opponent using your attacks. Okay, let's go learn about afflictions or something. Okie dokie. Let's go! Offense is not about attacking wildly. In order to claim victory against a skilled foe, you must know when and where to use what technique. So let us begin your next lesson. Countering. Attacking your opponent as they perform certain actions will activate a counter hit, which can increase the damage or number of hits you do. Attacking as an opponent begins their attack will activate an attack counter, while attacking as they move will activate a run counter. Hey, attack me again. Stuns. Certain attacks will send yellow streaks of lightning through your opponent, causing them to stagger and enter a stun state. After stunning your opponent, provides counter effects and following up with a different stun. Okay, so I just have to be stunned by these attacks right now. Ouch. Crushing an opponent's guard. Continuing to attack your opponent as they guard will cause your opponent's health gauge to begin flashing yellow and eventually red. Attacking your opponent while it's red will crush their guard, leaving them vulnerable and providing your attacks with counter benefits. I kicked him. Lethal hits. Landing an attack under certain conditions, for example pressing LB when countering a reversal edge, will register as a lethal hit. Successfully performing a lethal hit will slow your opponent down, giving you the chance to chain following attacks more easily. I got a lethal hit. I figured it out. A list of the various conditions in attack that can trigger lethal hits for each character can be found in the move list. Oh, GG. Thanks, Master Drona. You have grown more skilled, but as you continue to advance, you will no doubt eventually find yourself against a seemingly insurmountable wall. Let me tell you a story from my past. When I was young, I traveled the world as an itinerant warrior. One day, I was in the distant north of the Ming Empire, in a place called Sichuan.
I told Drona that Sichuan was in the southwest of the Ming Empire, but he simply looked at me, puzzled.
It is. Really? Well, wherever it may be, I was there. And let me tell you, there was a tribe of fierce warriors. It was during my time with them that I met Hong Wei. Hong Wei was a beautiful young woman. Her slender limbs wielded a blade with great finesse, and her strikes were quick as lightning. She could fend off any attack, nimbly moving like a young willow tree in the breeze. I immediately fell in love with her. However, she told me she could never love me unless I could best her in combat. In a contest of strength, I beat her easily, but her defense was impenetrable. My attacks were blocked, parried, or avoided. I couldn't even touch her. That was because I had not yet learned how to pierce a talented foe's defense. I have learned a thing or two since then, such as the effectiveness of throws against an opponent who rarely lets the guard down, and that there are special techniques to break through any guard. But back then, she defeated me, and said she had no interest in the weak. I left, trained as hard as I could, and eventually returned to face her again. Unfortunately, she had already wed another. If you ever pass through Sichuan, it would do you well to see her skills for yourself. I'm sure the experience will come in handy.
Vowing to take his advice to heart, I left the dojo.
Nice. What else you got? There's so many trainings. Like, I don't necessarily...
I visited the dojo to find Drona at the gate, seeing off another visitor.
Take care, and don't oversell the skills you've learned here, got it? Yes, Master. Thank you so much for everything. I promise that one day I'll come back to visit.
With those parting words, Drona's student bowed, and then began trudging down the mountain path away from the dojo.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Back from more training, are you? Well, come on in.
When I asked about the man who had just left, Master Jonah told me he was a student who had come from the desert in the northern reaches of the Ming Empire.
On my way home from my romantic defeat at the hands of Hong Yue, a man saved my life in the desert. The student you just saw came here on that man's recommendations.
The desert? To reach India from Sichuan, you have to head southwest. The desert was in the complete opposite direction.
What's with the perplexed look? Oh, I get it. Training first, talking later. Well, today I'm going to teach you about guarding and evading. Evading vertical attacks. You can dodge your opponent's vertical attacks by moving into the foreground or background of the screen with an 8-way run. This can be a great way to avoid taking a lot of damage, as many heavy hitting attacks are vertical. Hey, let me stand up.
So weak. So weak. So weak. So weak.
Okay, this is hard, but we can get this. I'm standing too close. I gotta roll back.
So weak. So weak. So weak. So weak.
Ouch.
So weak.
Completed.
Evading high attacks. Bringing crouching guard will allow you to protect yourself against not only low attacks, but also let you dodge high attacks and throws as well, making an effective evasive maneuver. I can't figure out what it means hit your opponent after they miss. I'm hitting it. He's missing. I'm hitting him. Oh, just stand up and hit him, not do elaborate. Got it. Attacks are listed, and the command list are listed with high, medium, low, small, low, whatever. Yeah, special medium attack, special low attack. It's fine. Evading low attacks. Can I jump? Ow.
Completed.
I didn't actually hit with my jump attack, but I did jump attack. Grapple breaks. Grapple breaks allow free from...
I will end it all.
I didn't succeed at my...
I will end it all.
Completed.
Got him. Yeah, okay. That's fine. This is a lot more tutorial than I realized, which I should have expected. It's a fighting game, but very good. Those are the fundamentals of defense. Your lessons after this will be much harder. I just want to make sure that I learn. Defense 2. Evading an attack entirely is usually the best option, but in a serious battle you don't always have that luxury. When you're pressed hard by a dangerous opponent, what do? Well, I'll teach you some techniques that will help you grasp victory from the jaws of defeat. Okay. Ukemi. Okay. Got him. Okay. Wake up action. You can rush from the ground and immediately guard against your opponent's attacks by pressing A while on the ground. Ow. Additionally, pressing an attack button on the ground will allow you to perform an attack while you rest. You broke my shirt! Why am I not wearing my shirt anymore? Aerial control. Okay. Guard impacts. Oh good, my shirt's back. You can repel out of your opponent's attacks by pressing. Okay. It has to be as they're about to make contact. Got it. Doesn't mean I have the timing down, but yeah, alright. Reverse impacts. So many learnings. Cool. I thought you were supposed to be... Got it. Apparently didn't do it good enough. Got it.
After the fight, Drona got a nostalgic look on his face and continued the story from earlier.
To be quite honest, I have a habit of accidentally going somewhere entirely different from where I intended. That's how I ended up wandering for 3 days and nights in the Gobi Desert. I was on my last legs when a merchant caravan found me. They took me to Kashgar, and that's where I met one incredible fellow. His name was Glitch. He was a weaponsmith and one talented warrior. He could fight with any weapon and any style under the sun. In battle, he was relentless, giving his opponent very little opportunity to attack. He always said he fought to test out the weapons he met, but it was hard to believe he thought of fighting so casually. I'd never met a fiercer warrior. If only I'd known how to deflect attacks when I was on the defensive, I might have been able to put him off balance. Alas, all I could do was block his attacks at the time, and before I knew it, I was defeated. If you're ever in Keshgar, I recommend you go see Klitsch. He's an expert warrior and a first-rate weaponsmith. You won't regret meeting him.
A warrior smith? He did sound like someone I'd like to meet. I decided to keep Drona's recommendation in mind. Okie dokie.
There's more training I can do. Also, I am considering changing weapons again. Just to see what this one's like. Okay. I guess we're ending this episode and we're doing more tutorial in the next one again. I was hoping to be done with them by now. But I'm not. Anyway, bye bye.